Hey everybody, welcome to the Stack Your Points. This is the Monday edition, which is our Back to Basics segment. This is a section where we talk about all things basic credit cards, whether it is knowing what an introductory APR offer is, what are transfer partners and how do I access them, what rules does American Express have. All of this and more will be answered in this section. This is our weekly section, just getting those who are new to credit cards kind of up to speed. Welcome to another episode of Stack Your Points. As always, I'm Matt from the Matt Clausen YouTube channel, joined this week by Tariq from Reek's Rewards. How are you, Tariq?
I am good. Had a pretty good weekend. Enjoyed some good time, even though it was a busy weekend. But, you know, it's Monday night, recording night, and I'm locked and loaded, ready to go.
Absolutely. We're also joined this week by Mike from What's the Points. Mike, how are you? And tell us a little bit about your channel.
What's up, Matt? Thanks for having me. Hey, Tariq. Yeah, my channel is fairly new, and I called it "What's the Points" because I'm trying to have a little bit of a critical take. Kind of cut through the hype, cut through the marketing. But that said, I'm not immune to it either. So just trying to keep this hobby, helpful. Helpful from a financial perspective, but also to keep it fun and interesting and creatively engaging.
Definitely. No, a lot of your videos, the ones that I've been able to watch, have definitely been good thinkers for me to kind of chew the cud on that one, on some of those topics. But definitely check out Mike's channel. What's the Points? Now, just a programming note, RJ is currently out this week. Last minute thing, it happens. We may or may not have Lonnie join us. If he pops up, hey, great. If not, no big deal. So, as always, we're going to start with our Back to Basics segment of the week. Our Back to Basics is a status highlight for another hotel chain. This one is Windom Rewards. Wyndham is a transfer partner for both Citi and Capital One. Those are one-to-one transfer partners. They also have their own credit cards that are issued from Barclays. The biggest reason why I wanted to highlight Windom at this time, the status match that is famous for the Windom Business Earners card and the Windom Earners Plus card would be the status match that you can get to Caesars. You used to be able, starting in February 1st of 2025, you will no longer be able to status match to Caesars simply by holding one of those two cards. The Windom Earner Plus card gives you Windom Platinum status. The Windom Earner Business card gives you Windom Diamond status. Both would status match over to Caesars Diamond, but starting February 1st, 2025, you will have to earn your status organically at Windom. We'll talk about that in just a few seconds here. But one of the reasons why I wanted to highlight Windom tonight for Back to Basics is there's a major change that has been announced. It has been verified, confirmed, and starting in February, you're going to see a major shift with the Caesars portion of things. So just looking at the rest of the program, Windom has 4 membership levels and 3 status tiers. There is Blue level, which you get an enrollment, which that might be where Built got it, although Built is not a transfer partner for Windom, at least not yet, because Built just signs up with everybody. After 5 nights, you'll receive Windom Gold status. After 15 nights, you'll get Windom Platinum, and it will require 40 nights to attain Windom Diamond status. So Lonnie has mentioned in the past that, some of those membership levels are really, really high, ludicrously high, something like 75 nights for Marriott Titanium. Nobody's going to spend 75 nights at one hotel chain unless you're an absolute hardcore loyalist. Now, to the absolute hardcore loyalists out there, we're not taking shots at you. It's just most regular people aren't going to spend 75 nights at one specific hotel chain. So these limits are quite a bit less. So going over some of these levels. At Blue, you're going to get the basics. You're going to get member savings on cash bookings. You'll earn 1,000 points with every qualified stay. You get free and discounted nights, so you can schedule your nights with 7,500 points as the baseline, and you can get discounted nights starting at 1,500 points plus cash. You'll also get free Wi-Fi and rollover nights that never expire. So if you spend 4 nights in 2024 and the calendar rolls over, the 5th night will get you gold starting for 2025. Same thing would be if you had 14 nights with gold rollover, that 15th night will get you platinum. And obviously 39 nights with platinum rolls over to the next year. You spend that last night, you get you'll have earned diamond. So that's it for blue. You'll also get, I mentioned the free Wi-Fi. With gold, you're going to get everything the blue gives you, as well as a dedicated member service line, preferred room choice, accelerated earnings. So you're going to get bonuses starting at gold. You'll get a 10% points earning boost with every stay that you do. And you'll have the option of a late checkout. It's going to depend on the property, so you'll just have to ask. Platinum is the next level up. You're going to get early check-in in addition to everything previously mentioned, and your points bonus is going to be 15%. You also get Caesar status match and Avis and budget rental car upgrades. Budget and Avis are the same company, so you'll get free upgrades with your rental with them. Your level of status, I believe this will be through a status match, does not tell you on the Windom website what your level of status will be with Avis or budget, but I would assume for platinum, you're not going to get Avis President's Club. For diamond, however, you might. And then diamond, you get everything that platinum gives you, including the Caesars reward status match. You will definitely get Caesars diamond with that. You'll also get suite upgrades every time you book, whether you book with free night with or discounted night with points and cash. There's a welcome amenity at check-in, whatever that may be. Usually those are water, snack, points. And the last perk that you get with Windom Diamond is every year you're able to gift a gold level membership to a family member, friend, whoever. You can do that one time per year. So that is the sort of like 30,000 foot view of Windom. Tariq, do you have any thoughts on the Windom program? Do you have any experiences with Windom? Is Windom a program? I know it's not a program of choice for you, but does Windom have anything of value potentially for you?
So one thing that I don't think you mentioned was the status matches with Windom. And I will say, depending on the status that you have with any other your preferred hotel brand, Windom is pretty generous with their status match. If you just hold an IHG Premier card and you have IHG Platinum status, you'll status match to Windom Diamond for like 90 days. Now, I don't know how much of those perks that you'll get with Windom Diamond like on status match versus earning it naturally. I know you won't be able to transfer to Caesar's Diamond, which was part of the reason why I was going to go with IHG Platinum. I think Caesar's is just not making enough money on people gambling, which is why they're probably canning that, because, you know, Joe Smith has this Wyndham Earner business card and has Caesar's Diamond and hasn't spent a penny on the slots. But all in all, I have to go deeper in the Wyndham's properties. Maybe there's some, I think overseas, like in Mexico, they have some pretty good all-inclusives that might be worth, getting the status for and maybe booking some Wyndham points. But domestically, I think the best you're probably going to get is like a Wingate or a La Quinta. So, I mean, it may be good for the road warriors that just need a place to lie their head, something clean, something comfortable, kind of go more towards the Wingates and La Quintas and less from the Days Inn and Super 8. That's just my opinion. Some of them can be a little, but, to each his own. Your mileage may vary. Everyone's budget is different. So, not gonna shame you if that's where you got to go. But all in all, I am curious to see what the Avis budget rental upgrade is. I know if you have like the United Club card, you get, I think, an Avis President Circle. So maybe if you don't want to spend the $525 annual fee and want to just upgrade to Wyndham Diamond and maybe find a way to get it with that, hey, you never know. So all in all, I think it's a good program. Like it can definitely be better, but you kind of get what you pay for. And $7,500 nights for starting off for your rewards day is pretty good too. Probably kind of on par with like the Hyatts versus Marriott, because you try to book a Marriott stay, you're going to get bond void.
Yep. Having something resembling an award chart is better than pure dynamic pricing for sure. Mike, do you have any experiences with Windom, or are you a Windom fan? Did you grab the Windom card in anticipation of Caesars? Like, how do you feel about Windom?
Yeah, so I do have the Windom Business Earner card, and I actually also previously had the Windom Personal Plus card. I kind of regret that one, but I got it because I was deciding to go big over 524. I was like, well, might as well just apply for everything I want now because I'm going to be over. I might as well go LOL 24. So I kind of regret that one, but on the other hand, it was like 70,000 Windom points for after making your first purchase. So I was like, that was the lowest hanging fruit sub I think I've ever seen. I had hoped to use it for Vacasas mostly. I'm coming from more of an Airbnb enthusiast sort of background, me and my P2, and we sort of appreciate more like cozy kind of home-like stays. And, I'm still fairly new to the hotel game. And so for me, that was something I was very interested in. My big disappointment, though, has been there have been several big devaluations in Windom redemptions. Mm-hmm. And especially in a high cost of living, like I'm on the West Coast. And so finding a Windom, finding a Vacasa that, first of all, is even eligible to book with Windom has gotten a lot harder. And then when you do, sometimes now something that would have been 15,000 Windom points is now 30,000 points. So, the cent per point isn't that great on those. And so if they were easier to book, I would have been more enthusiastic about it. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of how I got into it. I haven't been as interested in the casino stuff. I mean, I've definitely followed that. I actually, just for fun, I did the match over to Caesars, but I haven't had a chance to use and it sounds like now I won't, to do that that celebration dinner at Caesars. And I know you can keep going even further and like match over to cruise things and this and that, but I've never been that interested in cruises either. So yeah, I'm with Tariq. Like I'm probably going to hold out and find some all-inclusive in Mexico when I can finally get down there.
You see, you say that you're not in on cruises, and you've broken Lonnie's heart right from jump. As mentioned, sorry, I had to. As mentioned at the top of the show, we said Lonnie may pop in as a surprise. We do have Lonnie from Call Me Lonnie. Mr. Lonnie, how are you tonight?
Yeah, I know last week I said I was tired. I'm still tired. Can you hear it in my voice? Can you hear it in my voice how tired I am? I'm still tired. But, hey, y'all know me. I don't have to get on an airplane again for like 4 weeks, and it feels good.
I feel like that's a new record for you, Lonnie. 4 weeks. It's got to be a record high for the year.
Dude, it's literally been like between 10 and 14 days since August, since New Orleans, Matt. Like every 10 to 14 days I've been, and I'm not talking like round trips. I'm talking about different trips every 10 to 14 days since August. So yeah, I'm tired. So at least I got 4 weeks off now, I guess.
Absolutely. Lonnie, we've been talking about the Windom Earners program, the Windom Rewards program. Is this a program that gives you value, gave you value, potentially losing value with the Caesars match, if that was anything that you were into? I know the two biggest things with the Caesars was going to be like that celebration dinner that you get every year. It's $100 celebration dinner, which now you have to get tier points for, and the ability to do the casino and cruise merry-go-round with status. So have you been into Windom? Is Windom something that gives you value, could give you value? I'll give it to you.
Actually, yes. So I'm going to go ahead and frame it like this. Windom is one of the originating, like at least on the hotel side, reward programs that as of current today is highly overlooked, highly well, I'm not going to say they have a like great amount of like value when it comes to their cent per point or their rewards currency or anything like that, but when it actually came to the properties and the stuff that you got from them, they're almost the originators on the hotel side on the perks and the benefits of like, hey, get these Wyndham points and get like this free vacation or get this free stay or you get this perk. And they're the ones that I would even go as far to say beta test. So as you had mentioned, like the Caesars thing, tell me who else did that. Especially tell me who else did that first when it came to like any type of status match with another brand, especially Vegas. No one. Windom is an originator. They're an initiator in the game. Unfortunately, once you put it out there into the public, though, it's fair game for anybody, and they just got lapped upon lapped upon lapped of all these other like brands and other hotels and all these other hotel ecosystem reward currencies. But to go to the first part of your question, I actually, well, of course, you know, if you're in this game, you got a loyalty account with everybody. So yeah, I got a Wyndham account just like everyone else. I never used the Vegas, the Caesars thing because I'm an MGM person. I always stayed at Aria or Vidara. I don't care what anyone says. Vidara is awesome because it's literally an apartment. Or Bellagio, which I only stayed at Bellagio one time because they overbooked Aria and they moved me next door and gave me like a suite upgrade. And I'll never stay at Bellagio again. I actually hated it. But I say all this in context because, yes, Wyndham actually used to be my originating hotel side rewards currency. As you know, I never even had a hotel card until just recently in 2024. Mm-hmm. But I have gotten so many Wyndham points. I have stayed in Vegas on Wyndham points before. I did used to find a whole lot of value until I changed my strategy changed, et cetera, et cetera. I picked partners and started funneling everything into one single direction. And then Wyndham kind of fell off for me. Overall, I say all that to say, don't look at Wyndham at where they stand at today as they're not very valuable or they're not very popular. You know, they're not a number one or even in the top 3 when it comes to major hotel chains. But if you're a beginner just getting started out, or as Mike had just mentioned, they still have a lot of all-inclusive resorts all over the place, especially in Mexico, where you'll get a great amount of redemption, a great amount of value. And I know if you're in college, maybe up until age 27, 28, Mexico is like a spot to be for those age groups. Call it what you want, read between the lines. So yeah, I would say definitely do not overlook Wyndham, just because there may not be a number 1 or a number 2. There's no Hyatt, yeah, but there's still a Wyndham, and Wyndhams are absolutely everywhere.
Yep. Now they do have a much bigger footprint than Hyatt, and they are sort of the road warrior kings between. We're not going to talk about Super 8, but there's Days Inn, and Days Inn can work for folks. There's Howard Johnson, which if you're from the South, again, you know, or
that's
the Midwest.
Camping. That's my version of camping right there.
La Quintas, the Wingates, the Windham hotels are pretty solid from what I understand. But they've got a good number of properties, and they are sort of they do have that road warrior side of things as well, going up against Choice. We're going to highlight 3 credit cards from them very quickly. They are issued by Barclays. They have the Wyndham Earner card. That is the no annual fee card. Welcome offers currently about 45,000 points on 2,000 in spend in the first 180 days of holding the card. Nice and easy if that's how you want to introduce yourself to the Wyndham program. You earn 5 points per dollar on Wyndham purchases and gas purchases. You get 2 points per dollar on dining in grocery stores, excluding Target and Walmart, and 1 point per dollar on everything else. That card for no annual fee is going to get you Wyndham Gold status. So 5 free nights, the 5 free night level. Nice and easy. You get an annual bonus for holding the card. You're going to get 7,500 bonus points every anniversary year if you spend $15,000 in purchases. So you can get a free night every year. You earn free nights faster with the gold status, unlimited earning, things like that. The Wyndham Earner Plus card is $99 annual fee. Oh, sorry. No, that is a $75 annual fee. My apologies. I can't read properly. The welcome offer on that can get you up to 10 free nights. That's 75,000 bonus points on $2,000 in spend in the first 180 days. 6 times points per dollar at Windom and on gas. 4 times points per dollar on grocery and dining. 1 times points on everything else. This card will come with Windom Platinum. So there's that. The anniversary bonus will also give you 75,000 bonus points as part of the after paying the renewal fee. So it's going to give you that's going to give you 7,500 bonus points. Again, I can't read tonight. I don't know why. So 7,500 bonus points. You're going to get a free night just for paying your annual fee. Earn your free nights faster, and you'll earn club member booking discounts. And then there's the Wyndham Earner Business Card, one of the most looked over business cards and hotel credit cards kind of in the game. This card is the $95 annual fee. You'll earn 80,000 points on spending $4,000 in the first 90 days of holding the card. 8 times points per dollar at hotels and gas purchases. 5 times points per dollar on eligible marketing and advertising and utility purchases. And 1 times points per dollar on everything else. This card gives you Wyndham Diamond. Your anniversary bonus, you'll receive 15,000 bonus points each anniversary year, enough for 2 free nights just for paying your annual fee. So the Wyndham Earner Business Card is quietly one of the better hotel credit cards around, especially with the 5-time categories of utility bills. So if you're a sole proprietor working out of your house, your lights can fund a vacation for you. And 8 times points per dollar on gas purchases, which is also really strong. You do have to go through Barclays. I had no problem going through Barclays with my business application as a sole proprietor, just using my social security number. I plan on applying for other business cards with Barclays using my EIN, but I haven't had the sort of harrowing tales that others have had. But it was nice and relatively easy. 1 document shipment and I was done. So that's the Wyndham program kind of in a nutshell. Any closing thoughts on Wyndham?
I will say that earner business card dealing with Barclays, those horror stories from other YouTubers that I've heard from is kind of the reason why I've strayed away from going for that card, because I've strongly considered that card. I thought it would work, but at the same time, from like just other data points, Barclays like wants an arm, a toe, a pint of blood, and your firstborn, and I it's just a little too much for me. If Barclays toned it down, I'd consider.
I didn't realize it was that high a cost. And that'll do it for Back to Basics this week. Thank you so much for watching.